Hello viewers. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to write a difficult essay. In fact, writing such difficult essays needs some kind of information. So I do a little bit of brainstorming, or what I do is I do a little bit of research upfront and jot down the points. For instance, let's look at this essay, which is about overfishing. All right, then, what do we have here? Overfishing has become a very common practice in many countries. What do you think are the effects of overfishing? Use your own knowledge and experience and support your arguments with examples and relevant evidence. Okay, so just before we get started, what is overfishing? People take more than what they need from the oceans and lakes and other places, right? From our waters. What do you think are the effects of overfishing? So what are the effects? When you're doing some kind of an introduction, if you have just one sentence, then you have to be creative. So you can start by saying people or humans or anything. Okay. So people have been overfishing, or you can say people have been just fishing, people have been, or you can say that the industry is really big and people have been fishing for centuries or something like that. People have been living or making money. You can say that people have been making money on fishing from centuries. So you can write like this as well. People have been making money on fishing or from fishing from many years. From fishing for any centuries. So you can also write like this. But normally what I do is I do the paraphrasing. We just have one sentence. How do we paraphrase? We cannot. So people have been making money from fishing for many centuries. Now I can do the paraphrasing. However, overfishing has become more prevalent. Why it has become more prevalent? Because of population, because of more sales. People are making money because of the omega-3, 6, and 9, which is there in the fish, and also cod liver oil is famous. So we have to do a little bit of brainstorming later. It'll be useful for us to give example and things like that. However, overfishing has become more prevalent due to various factors like increased population and increased population and demand. Or you can also say, what else can you say? Increased population and demand. We can keep it just simple as that. This essay will discuss various perspectives. Okay, this essay will discuss various perspectives and why this has become, or why overfishing and why overfishing has upsurged, or common practice, why overfishing has become a common practice in many nations in the upcoming paragraphs with a plausible conclusion. Okay, so we have given the introduction. So will I get a very good score if I write like this? Obviously, because the assessors, the IDP, CELTA certified professionals who are going to look out for the paraphrase sentence. Now, overfishing, you may not change that particular, but you may change the common practice to prevalent and countries to nations and things like that. People have been making money from fishing for many centuries. For centuries. Okay, people have been making money from fishing for centuries. So can I write for many centuries? Not necessary, right? Centuries means many only. People have been making money from fishing for centuries. However, overfishing has become more prevalent due to factors like increased population and demand. This essay will discuss various perspectives and why overfishing has become a common practice in many nations in the upcoming paragraphs with a plausible conclusion. All right, now to begin with, what other factors? To begin with, first thing first, to begin with, overfishing has increased in many countries as and has created an adverse impact on the ecological system. Okay. So to begin with, overfishing has increased in many countries and has created an adverse impact on the ecological system. Like I said, I did some research. So for instance, or for example, why it has become so. For example, I read somewhere that the tuna, swordfish, and mackerel are going to become extinct from our oceans. When that happens, the mammals who live on such small fishes may also go extinct because they will not have anything to feed on. For example, fishes or some varieties of fishes like tuna, mackerel, and swordfish may go extinct forever from our oceans according to oceanographers. No, graphers. All right, I've given one example. So certainly you can target for a 7.5 or 8 band. All right. For example, some varieties of fishes like tuna, mackerel, and swordfish may go extinct forever from our oceans according to oceanographers. Furthermore, what else can we say? Due to overfishing, it has created an adverse I can talk about big mammals. Big mammals like sharks and whales only feed on small fishes, and if the occurrence or if the have we used upsurge anyway? If we have not, then we can use that particular lexical resource. Furthermore, big mammals like sharks and whales only feed on small fishes, and if they do not get food one day, they may go extinct. May go endangered. Endangered. So is the spelling correct? One advantage of having the word format is that you can correct your spelling, thesaurus, and things like that. All right. Furthermore, big mammals like sharks and whales only feed on small fishes, and if they do not get food one day, they may go endangered as well. Then what? Okay, additionally, what else can we say? Additionally, okay, additionally, individuals who are greedy are selling more than they catch every day and making money in millions. Making money in millions. It is true, in fact. In Alaska alone, you have 1 million metric tons of fishes, seafood, which is exported every year. I said that I did a research, so this is what I was doing. Additionally, individuals who are greedy are selling more than they can catch every day and making money in millions every year. Yeah. Okay. On the other hand, countries must curtail their habits of fishing and only catch fishes legally according to the government permit. So every country, every trawler abroad, what they catch, they get to have what they catch in Japan, in fact. So what they do is like they don't overfish at any time. They all have artificial reefs. Every country has artificial reefs. So you can think of that. On the other hand, countries must curtail their habits of fishing and only catch fishes legally according to the government permit. For instance, every country like UK, then Japan. We can, in fact, talk about some other countries, America. America, they are, in fact, doing the overfishing, I guess. For instance, every country like UK, France, and France, America or USA, sorry, USA or Canada have their own artificial reefs to curtail illegal trawlers. Okay, they do have illegal, overfishing in US, but then what they do is they have their artificial reefs, and illegal trawling is curtailed to an extent. For instance, every country like UK, France, USA, or Canada have their own artificial reefs to curtail illegal trawlers from overfishing. Curtail illegal trawlers from overfishing. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about Alaska. Moreover, okay, has their own, because it's a country. Okay, UK, France, USA, or Canada has their own artificial reefs to curtail illegal trawlers from overfishing. Moreover, so when we are talking about individually, then we have to put the have, because it is not plural in any way here, because when you're talking about individual country, right? So I've also used the punctuation. That's how you can segregate the sentences. Moreover, Alaska or in Alaska exports 1 million tons, 1 million metric tons of seafood every year, bringing 3 billion in profits to America. Okay, moreover, Alaska exports 1 million metric tons of seafood every year, bringing 3 billion in profits to America. All right, we can talk about that. In fact, we should say that even if they curtail the habit of, they can in fact, but they all have artificial reefs, which is not there in poorer countries, is what I'm trying to say. And because of pollution, we can also talk about pollution here. The other reason for fishing, diminishing fish. The other reason for fishes getting diminished from international waters or also due to dumping of waste by countries into the ocean. It is true, tons and tons of waste are dumped into our oceans, and who's taking the brunt? The fishes, the mammals are taking the brunt. The sea creatures are taking the brunt. The other reason for fishes getting diminished from international waters are also due to dumping of waste by countries into the ocean. So we have written enough words, because they are asking us to write only 250 words. We should not stop at that. and try and write at least 300, 350 words, which is what our target should be. So let's see how many words have I written. 216 words. It is a good essay. So I can finally, I can say finally and then conclude. Finally is not conclusion, believe me. Always say to sum up with in conclusion or to conclude. Never say to recapitulate. Recapitulate means once again I'm going to come from the beginning. That is not conclusion. It's a mistake people do and get a low score. Please don't do that. Finally, everyone must take a conscious decision to sell, decision to only sell what is needed, not for want. Okay, so I have so many wants people do have. It's a need. If I need to eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner, I need to make some money and then sell some fishes, not everything at once. Finally, everyone must take a conscious decision to only sell what is needed and refrain from overselling and being greedy. Okay. Now, finally, everyone must take a conscious decision to only sell what is needed and refrain from overselling, from being greedy or to fill pocket or to which can be reduced to a great extent. It is possible if you take a conscious effort and decision. Finally, everyone must take, we can use the conscious decision at the end, take an effort to only sell what is needed and refrain from overselling, which can be reduced to a great extent. All right. So, like I said, I'm going to conclude now. In conclusion, I believe if every individual and our society, or every individual and society, I believe if every individual I believe that overfishing from our oceans can be reversed if every individual and society that we live in is the country. Every individual and nations or country take a conscious decision decision. In conclusion, I believe that overfishing from our oceans can be reversed if every individual and countries take a conscious decision. Then what does they say? Overfishing has become a very common practice in many countries. What do you think are the effects of overfishing? Use your own knowledge and experience, support your arguments with examples and relevant evidence. All right. So, in conclusion, I believe that overfishing from our oceans can be reversed. Therefore, or thus every individual and countries must take cognizance of the situation and take conscious decision to end such a disaster. Okay. Thus, every individual and countries must take cognizance of the situation and take conscious decision to end overfishing from our waters. Overfishing from our waters for a healthy ecological balance. I think it's a very good essay, and I don't see no reason why the assessors won't give you an 8 band or maybe more. I'll be more than happy if they give you an 8 band, but if they give you little less, which is 7.5, then it is acceptable. Okay, so let's read the essay. Proofreading is very, very important. I always do that. People have been making money from fishing for centuries. However, overfishing has become more prevalent due to various factors like increased population and demand. This essay will discuss various perspectives and why overfishing has become a common practice in many nations in the upcoming paragraphs with a plausible conclusion. Maybe for that one sentence, you may not get any score, but I think we have written close to 300 words, so we may get easily 7.5 or 8 band for this essay. Okay, so don't worry about it. Now what? Okay. To begin with, overfishing has increased in many countries and has created an adverse impact on the ecological system. For example, some varieties of fishes like tuna, mackerel, and swordfish may go extinct forever from our oceans, according to oceanographers in the future. Furthermore, big mammals like sharks and whales, sea lions, and whales only feed on small fishes, and if they do not get food, one day they may get food, one day they may go endangered as well. Additionally, individuals who are greedy and who are selling okay. Additionally, individuals who are greedy may sell more than what they may catch every day and make millions in money and make money in millions every year. So we have to change this sentence here. Additionally, individuals who are greedy may sell okay, we have to change a little here. Additionally, individuals who are greedy may sell more than what they catch every day and Make in millions must curb their habits. Okay, is it relevant is what we have to check now. Furthermore, big mammals like sharks, sea lions, and whales only feed on small fishes, and if they do not get food one day, they may go endangered as well. Correct. Additionally, individuals who are greedy may sell more than what they catch every day and make in millions must curb their fishing habits. On the other hand, countries must curtail their habits of fishing and only catch fishes legally according to the government permit. For instance, every country like UK, France, USA, or Canada has their own artificial reefs to curtail illegal trawlers from overfishing. Moreover, Alaska exports 1 million metric tons of seafood every year, bringing 3 billion in profits to America. The other reason for fishes getting diminished from international waters are also due to dumping of waste by countries into the ocean. Finally, everyone must take an effort to only sell what is needed and refrain from overselling, which can be reduced to a great extent. In conclusion, I believe that overfishing from our oceans can be reversed. Thus, every individual and countries must take cognizance of the situation and take conscious decision to end overfishing from our waters for a healthy ecological balance. Okay, so you decide, guys, viewers, for yourself if this essay has been written in a smart way, in fact, diligently. Okay, so I've exceeded 275 words, which has always been a promise from my end. I've written 286 words, which is a real good essay. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you on the other side. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. My name is Sridhar Santhanam from CELPIP Academy. Thanks for watching.